WWE, well, they got big plans for SummerSlam 2024. In this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what those are because SummerSlam is right around the corner if you haven't noticed. August 3rd, Cleveland, Ohio, where the Browns play at their stadium. I'm looking forward to it. It's one of WWE's biggest events of the year, and we already know a few matches on tap, and I'm about to reveal a few more. Some you may know of, some you may not know of, and what I thought was actually kind of surprising. SummerSlam, in my opinion, is the second, maybe the third biggest event of the year. I've always had the argument of which is bigger, Royal Rumble or SummerSlam. Personally, I'm more of a Royal Rumble kind of guy. Let me know down in the comments area below. Obviously, you have WrestleMania, top dog. And then it's always been, is it Royal Rumble? Because of the importance it kicks off the start of the year with a bang. We know the road to WrestleMania. Who is going to return? Who are going to be the surprises? Stuff like that. SummerSlam is like the WrestleMania of the summer. They've always loaded up the card. It's always been a very, very fun show, really during kind of a dead period. June, July used to be dead periods. Now that's changed with Money in the Bank introduction, but I digress. Now we do know a few matches on tap. We know that Gunther, the winner of the King of the Ring PLE, the winner of the King of the Ring tournament, is going to be stepping inside of this word circle and challenging Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight title. We know that Bayley will defend the Women's Championship against Nia Jax. That's also going to be fun. I would side with Gunther going over Damian Priest to win the title, and then Bayley retain the women's title over Nia Jax. We also know that Logan Paul, LA Knight, they're slated to meet for the U.S. Championship, and I would say that it's probable that Logan Paul is going to be dropping said championship to LA Knight. We also know that Cody Rhodes is going to be defending the undisputed WWE Championship against Solo Sikoa. Solo Sikoa's biggest match to date, the biggest match he's had since beating John Cena in Saudi Arabia in late 2023. And we could get the return of Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso and Paul Heyman. That would be also very interesting. There's also a lot of matches down the card that have been speculated about, but hasn't been necessarily confirmed or reported to be on the docket. Well, that has changed, according to Uncle Dave Meltzer, because on Wrestling Observer Radio, he was talking about his report from the newsletter about the unannounced matches that are, in fact, planned for SummerSlam. That would include Liv Morgan defending the women's world title against Rhea Ripley. Now, the only hang-up here is it's strongly expected because Rhea still needs to be medically cleared in time for SummerSlam. But I would expect that to be the case. Similarly, Drew McIntyre, CM Punk, that is planned for SummerSlam as long as Punk is cleared in time for the match, right? And as I covered in a previous video, no, it is not supposed to be turned into a triple threat with Seth Rollins. That is good. Now, here are two matches you didn't know, but I think are surprising. One of which will not take place at SummerSlam. There is a women's tag team match, women's tag team title match planned for August. But it could be August 2nd, not 3rd, because Uncle Dave Meltzer said that Isla Dawn and her tag team partner, they are not slated to defend the women's tag team titles at SummerSlam, regardless of who it is. Damage Control, Jade Cargill, Bianca Belair. Alba Fire and Isla Dawn, they're not going to be competing at SummerSlam, which sucks for them. But we're going to get it on SmackDown, whether it's the night before or the week after. Either way, that is slotted. There's also another match that I thought we kind of just moved past, but they're not. And that is a rematch between Braun Breaker and Sami Zayn for the IC title. Now, if you recall Money in the Bank, Sami Zayn went over Braun Breaker to retain the championship. Kind of a surprising move to a lot of people, especially Sami beating clean. But we could get a title change here, although I would have preferred if they would have just had Braun beat him at Money in the Bank and then Sami get his rematch. Like, that would have been a lot better in my opinion. But that's kind of what's in the cards from WWE.